which in turn helped me develop my voice, my skills, and pretty much everything. I admire how, despite being a traditional and somewhat conservative woman, she allowed me to explore my horizons, be it in terms of my education or my religion. If she wasn't in Baguio right now, she would be amongst all of us here in the crowd, like the stage mother that she is. What I'm getting at is, I admire the way she raised me. Because if I hadn't been given that room to breathe, I would not have pursued my writing, my activism, etc., and I wouldn't be standing here today. That is the kind of power a mother uniquely holds. By raising me the way she did, she'd done her part in helping spark a change. Now, what I do with that knowledge, it's entirely up to me. My activism itself, however, I inherited from my father. He passed away on the 23rd of November last year, which makes my mom a particularly young widow, but it somewhat felt like a passing of a torch. I don't think it was intentional on his part, but growing up, he had primed me to take over. He'd spent all his life fighting for our country, for our freedom. And I remember being as young as 5, sitting in on his meetings, just doodling. It was because of this that I would say I get along better with adults than people my age. And it was because of this, of seeing the many people he surrounded himself with, that I began to believe that I could do it too. I could make a change. I know what some might be thinking. You're young. Don't be foolish. You alone cannot bring about change. But I'm of the belief that every generation must want to at least try. It's all about baby steps, and it's never about age. A friend had said to me when I was drafting up this speech, let it be known that age is not a determinant in order to pursue change. If there is a spark in someone's heart, it's everyone's responsibility to kindle it. If a fire burns, if a wildfire spreads, then so be it. I know the youth may seem foolhardy, but when that enthusiasm is equipped with knowledge, and utilized properly, you'd be surprised by how much they can accomplish. I'm not alone, and I'm so excited to see the good Melchora will bring about. I see a twinkle in Miss Grace's eyes that matches that of my peers. It is the same fire I spoke to you about. It is the same fire that has lit up our path to where we are now today. A couple of decades ago, the thought of women voting or having a voice in society was considered absurd. But that didn't stop the suffragettes from fighting. Now I stand in a room filled with powerful men and women on whose fingertips rests the future. But one of the many things I've learned is that when you speak up on something, you disrupt the status quo of turning a blind eye to pressing social issues that need to be discussed. It's easier to look away from beggars sleeping on the street because who knows what they'll use the money you give them, right? We like to fit people in boxes. It's more convenient that way. So me, as a teenage girl, as a fangirl, and as a fashion blogger, there's simply no room for me in educational discourse. At least, not supposedly. I'm seen as nothing more than my looks, or my outfits, or worse, my age, which many things automatically means foolishness, which that completely discredits anything and everything I have to say. And I think that's one of the first or main things that women have to go through. Because when you challenge a stereotype, the fragile idea and social construct on which society rests upon is shattered. And not many people deal with that properly, so they tend to lash out. Many are surprised that a girl with my interests would even care about what's happening to her government or the war in Syria. That's another stereotype I would like to challenge, by the way. That the youth of today is selfie-obsessed and selfie-crazy and vague. I know a lot of those people, but I know a lot more who will restore your faith in our generation. More and more people my age are opening their eyes to the inequality we face, and I'm sure many more will stand in solidarity with Melchora. This is why women need more representation, not only in public office, but in private sector as well. Because how else are we to ensure that our issues are being prioritized, that the laws truly are implemented, and that women are protected? The modern Filipina is a force to be reckoned with. But often we are cast aside, we are not given our rights. We are not allowed to be vocal about the problems we are facing. We're expected to be quiet, to take it in stride. Because when we speak up, we get called names. We aren't even allowed to provide solutions for our own problems. We're expected to leave it up to the men. Women are expected to be soft, to bend over backwards to accommodate men. To say no is unbecoming. Even today, the saying can be heard uttered from lips. Kababae mong tao, you're so unladylike. But what does it mean really to be a woman, to be a lady? Women are silenced constantly by notions that when we are passionate about something, or when we get angry and don't accept any less than we deserve, we are on our periods. I dream of a future where I can walk down the streets of Metro Manila and not worry about being whistled at or harassed. I dream of a future where my voice is as respected as my male counterparts. And wanting more for myself, my peers, and women around the world is not considered selfish or absurd. I dream of a future where young girls aren't told they can't become engineers or scientists because that's a man's job or because there's not enough opportunities. I dream of a future where hardworking women, mothers who are only trying to provide for their children, are compensated equally. I dream of a future where we are not regarded by our looks, but by our capabilities. A future where a woman's competence is recognized and acknowledged. A future where we don't ask our daughters to cover up, but instead teach our sons to not to disrespect. A future where we don't always pin the blame on young girls who have been victimized by the patriarchy. But most of all, I dream of a future where every girl is equipped with the knowledge to bring about a good change, even if it's for her own life only. Because after everything we've been through as a gender, we deserve it. This isn't a case, however, of woman is better than man. I understand how easy it is to misconstrue it as that. Yes, we are mothers, we are friends, we are lovers, but most of all, we are instruments of change. We are just as capable as our male counterparts. Because not to stereotype or anything, but who else is nurturing the future than mothers themselves? What I see before me today is the beginning of that dream come true. Today we acknowledge that the Filipina is versatile. She is complex. She is more than just her looks and her body that fades away, that wears away with time. She is, first and foremost, a human being who deserves to be regarded not just by her appearance, but by her capabilities. I have full faith in Melchora and Miss Grace Edwina. I truly believe that this dream can be realized in my lifetime. I've been told that I talk too much. I know a lot of people roll their eyes when they see my tweets or when I talk. And sometimes I get embarrassed about how opinionated I get. In fact, I'm often told to bite my tongue, to not say anything at all. But if I don't say something, then who will? Someone has to be that person. So to all of us, as my farewell, I would like to say, here is to taking a stand, to becoming that person, to carrying the torch, to continuing the legacy and the fight for equal rights, and to a brighter future for our sons and daughters. Thank you.